You know, anytime I'm away from home for a long period of time, I always, my favourite part of the drive or the trip is coming back into casino. I don't know, I just get this sense of, this feeling of I'm home, like put the window down, you smell the air. Yeah, my name's Cody Walker, proud Bundjalung man from New South Wales, top end of New South Wales here in casino country. Proud Yuin man from the south coast of New South Wales, and I play professional rugby league for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Yeah, back on Bundjalung country here in casino, where I spent majority of my childhood. As a professional sports player, sports person, I spent majority of my childhood here on behind me at the junior fields. Yeah, I suppose I found the love of rugby league here with all my brothers. I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so as you can imagine, you know, the battles on the footy field after school and on the weekend were quite competitive. Yeah, while there wasn't much here in terms of things to do, we found our own fun, and childhood filled with so much love and I suppose footy. And then I don't know who it was, who the first person was to make it, but the boys cut through like a little path to go down there, and as you get down to the bottom, there's like a little sandbank there where you can leave your clothes or whatever, and you'd walk across, and there's a little swimming hole just on the other side of those bushes in the middle of the river. And we just spent so much time down there, like, you know, if we didn't have money to go to the pool and it was a hot summer's day, we'd come down here and spend hours and hours and hours. You know, being from a small community, small country town, you know, I've got a great support network with my family that keep me quite grounded. Wherever I go is that I grew up in the same community as these kids, and had the same opportunities, I suppose, and you know, worked hard to get out of here and make something of myself, but also don't forget where I come from and why family and culture is so important to me. Yeah, to come back now to see how far it's all changed and how much improvement there has been in the area is just amazing to see. Far out. Brings back a lot of memories, eh?
Yeah. When we used to get the hose out, fill the yard up and play footy in the mud. So good.
Ended in tears. I remember that tree, you couldn't climb on that tree because it was so small.
Now look at it, it's huge.
You'd be able to climb everywhere. So this was, this is where we spent a lot of time just playing footy with all our cousins. Couple of girls in there that we'd put in the game as well, but once it got a bit too competitive, it was just us boys, and it was always they would always end in tears, the games, and predominantly me crying. So because I'm the youngest, they used to pick on me a fair bit, but you know, a lot of our memories were spent here at Nan's old place. I tend to speak about our totem, which is Nyamal, which is goanna in Bundjalung language. And obviously just driving past you see some koalas, which are burubis in our language. If you're from around this sort of area, they go turtle diving, which we say binging diving. So just little words like that, just basic sort of words that you try and pass on to my boys. And you know, they have ties to Wiradjuri, so whenever they go back out to Dubbo, they teach them words and speeches in language. Yeah, I think you know, Casino High School done a wonderful job at, you know, celebrating NAIDOC week, and it gave us an opportunity to, you know, to get some elders in to speak about some of their stories and what they went through, but also a good opportunity for us to practice. You know, our dances and our songs and things like that. So it teaches you from a young age how important dancing and how it makes you feel, and it keeps you connected to culture and keeps you connected to family and where you're from. So.
So on NAIDOC Day, Roddy and that light up a fire, and cook a bit of damper in there.
Yeah, nice.
Cody was a lovable larrikin, I suppose. He was, I was a PE teacher at the time, so obviously I had him in his element of things he liked to do. So that was really easy for me to nurture and get him out running around a field, whatever sport we were doing, it was a lot easier. We always love when we get to have Cody come back and visit us. It's a bit of a proud moment. Whenever we see Cody, he's just a lovely human being that just got a lovely essence about him, I suppose, and we always love to see him back. The kids love him, and yeah, we always like when he comes and gives back to the school where he, which helps sort of where he grew up, I suppose.
When my son first done Aboriginal dancing, he's a really shy kid, my eldest boy, and I was quite blown away by the fact that there was a part of the dance where you had to do the shake leg, right? And he made sure he was front and centre and done shake leg in front of everyone. And he's never that type of person that he's outgoing. He's really shy. He's really reserved. So what that taught me was how proud he was to be an Aboriginal boy and to practice culture was amazing to see. Because I don't think we were quite young, it wasn't really encouraged, because I suppose that when my dad was that age, they weren't encouraged to do it. They weren't allowed to, practice culture. They weren't allowed to practice language. So to see us slowly start to break that barrier is important, and it's great to see. So it's about holding on to that and I suppose building on that particular part of our history. I suppose the end goal or the hope would be that we could speak language as we're speaking English right now. Like, hopefully we can get to that in the near future and have more of our kids speaking fluent language. I remember going to a community visit up at Gove in the NT, and I was just blown away by the fact that these little kids at this age were speaking language like it was it would have been their first language, right? And I was speaking to them in English and they couldn't understand me, and I was just blown away by the fact that how beautiful it sounded, and how they were speaking to each other in language. I had no clue what they were saying, but they always had a smile on their face. My language journey, I suppose, that I hope to get to that point at some stage throughout my life, and I can pass that on to my young kids coming through, and hopefully they can pass it on to their kids coming through in years to come, and we can. I think that's why we're here, right? Is that we want to revitalise our language and hopefully keep it going strong and have more of our people speaking fluent language.